Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Odalis here from First Savings Mortgage, your local DMV Latina loan originator. So today is Tuesday, and I hope that everyone is having a fantastic start to their morning. Now, since it is Tuesday, I want to go ahead and give you guys a Tuesday tip. Last week, I was talking about some of the things that a loan officer looks at while they are determining how much it is that you qualify for a mortgage, right? So today, I want to go ahead and talk about debt to income ratio. So how is it that a loan officer looks at your debt to income ratio, and what is a debt to income ratio? So a debt to income ratio, it is pretty self-explanatory. It is your debt versus your income, and there is a calculation for it, which is basically dividing your debt by your income. Now there are a couple of components that go into that calculation, and I'm gonna walk you through it right here, so hopefully you can see. Now, there's a few things that you have to take into consideration when calculating your debt to income. So let's say you're on a salary. What is a salary? So a salary is basically a fixed income. So it doesn't matter how many days you work a week, how many hours you put in a week, you're getting a fixed rate every paycheck, whether that be weekly, bi-weekly, semi-monthly, okay? So a salary is a fixed income. Now, there is gross income and there is net income, okay? So gross income is your income, your total pay before any type of deductions. So that is before Uncle Sam goes in there and takes your money. So before paying any type of taxes for Social Security, federal, state, all that good stuff, that's your gross income. And that is what loan officers use. Loan officers will use your gross income, okay? Now, the next one is net income. Net income, we do not use your net income, and that's after Uncle Sam already came in and took his portion of your paycheck, all right? So net income, we do not use net income. Loan officers use gross income. The red here is your liabilities, okay? So liabilities, what are liabilities? Liabilities are basically your debts, but not debts such as your gas, food, utilities. So for regular conventional FHA type of loans, utilities are not taken into account, okay? What is taken into account are debts that appear on your credit report. Okay, so any type of credit or any type of liability debt that appears on your credit report will be counted as a debt and will be counted against you. So what are some things that can possibly appear on your credit report? There's credit cards, there's student loans, there are auto loans, there are personal loans, okay? Those items will be taken into account. Now, let's say you have like a $5,000 credit card balance. We are not using that $5,000. What we are using is the minimum payment that's reporting on your credit report. So every month you receive a monthly statement and it says your minimum payment due for this credit card bill is $50, okay? So that is the monthly liability for that credit card, for that debt that we would use, okay? So liabilities and debts, only the items that appear on your credit report. Now, the following thing, and something that is very important to note, is that if you are paying any type of alimony or child support, and it is court ordered and it is court mandated, make sure that you're having an open and honest conversation and you are putting this down on your loan application. It is super important. It can come back and bite you in the butt, and you do not want that to happen. So if there's any type of alimony or child support that is court ordered, please make sure that you're adding that to your loan application as a type of liability, because again, it can come back and bite you on the butt. It can appear on your pay stubs, it can appear on your tax returns. So there are areas where it will come up. So if it's court mandated, make sure that you're reporting it. Personal properties owned. Okay, so you helped your friend, your cousin, your sister, your mom, dad co-sign on their mortgage, and either your name is only on the mortgage, or let's say your name isn't on the mortgage, so it's not reporting on your credit report, right? But your name is on title, so you do have some type of ownership to that property. That means that you are legally responsible for any type of real estate taxes and homeowners insurance for that home. So make sure that if your name is on any type of title, you are also listing that, because that will also come back and bite you in the butt. All right, so if your name is on a deed, on any type of title, make sure that you're listing that on your loan application, because we do have to count that. It is part of your liability as well. There are ways around it to not include that as your debt, but again, you have to go ahead and work with an experienced loan officer that can go ahead and just walk you through the process and let you know the little loopholes on how to get you into the home without counting any additional real estate against you. All right, so that's basically what debt to income ratio consists of. These are the items: your salary, your gross income, your liabilities, any type of alimony, child support, any type of properties owned, okay? That right there is what's taken into account. And then this right here is your math problem. So it's your monthly debt divided by your monthly income, and that equals your DTI. So what I went ahead and did, I made this little baby right here. Let's hope this doesn't fall. All right, so I'm gonna give you an example, right? Let's say you're making $50,000 a year and you get paid semi-monthly. What's that mean? That means that you get paid every 1st and 15th of the month, not like every 2 weeks, which it lands on any random day. No, semi-monthly means that you get paid every 1st and 15th, or every 31st, 15th, same thing, right? So $50,000 a year, paid semi-monthly. What you're basically going to do is you're going to divide 50,000 by 12, okay? And then you're gonna divide that by 2. So once you do that, your monthly income, your monthly gross income is going to be $4,166,066. Assuming you have no debts, based off of that income, $50,000 a year, nothing on your credit report, no type of loans, no credit cards, nothing like that, you would qualify for a mortgage payment of $1,875. All right, and a mortgage payment includes real estate property taxes, any type of mortgage insurance that will be on the loan, homeowner's insurance. So $1,875, that's what you qualify for, right? So what does $1,875 mortgage payment buy you these days? So that right there would be a $300,000 home. So if you are making $50,000 a year and you have no debts, then you can go ahead and purchase a home for $300,000. Something to think about. But I know that that's not really reality, right? I mean, who doesn't really have any debts? If you don't have any debts, and I know as a millennial, I have some debts. I think that everyone has debts. If it's not student loans, maybe it's a car loan, but people do have debts, maybe a credit card. So in reality, let's say that you have a car loan, it's $350. You have a credit card with a minimum payment requirement of $35. You have a student loan that's reporting on the credit report for $150. And then you have another credit card with a minimum payment of $75. Okay, so total debts right there would be $610. That's how much is reporting on your credit report. That is what we are going to count as your debt. So $610, and we know what your income is. It's $4,166.66, right? So now we do that calculation, which is your debts, 610 divided by your income, 4,166. That right there equals 15%. So currently, your debt portion, your debt load is 15% of your income. All right, so we are going to use the number 45, a 45 ratio as the max for qualifying for a mortgage. Again, talk to your loan officer. There are other products out there that do not require a 45 max ratio, but you have to speak to an experienced loan officer because there are options. For today's example, we are going to stick with the 45 back ratio. So a 45 back ratio is your max. You already know that you have 15% in debt, right? So 45% minus 15% equals 30%. So 30% is going to be the maximum amount that you can go ahead and qualify for a mortgage payment. So 30% of your income would be $1,250. So $1,250 would be the maximum of a mortgage payment that you would be looking at. What does a $1,250 mortgage payment house buy you? So that right there would be a $200,000 mortgage, a $200,000 sales price, right? So you can go and find a home for $200,000. So based off of these examples, making $50,000 a year, assuming no debts on your credit report, you easily qualify for $300,000 on your own. Having $610 as debts on your credit report, you qualify for a $200,000 loan, okay? And that's if you're single. So if you are planning to buy with a husband, wife, spouse, with a friend, with a sister, brother, someone, right? If you're gonna have a co-signer, then you would definitely qualify for something higher than that. But this is debt to income ratio, and this is how it works. So you're basically dividing all of your debts against your income, and whatever's left over, that right there is how much of a mortgage payment you can afford. But I encourage you, reach out to your loan officer. You have to reach out to an experienced loan officer, because there are ways to get you into a home where there's down payment assistance programs up to the 45% ratio. There are programs where if you do exceed that 45% ratio, some programs go up to a 50% debt to income ratio. Other programs may even go up to a 55% debt to income ratio. So make sure that you are speaking to a loan officer. Make sure that they are experienced, because there are options out there for you. You have any questions, you let me know. All right, guys, this was debt to income ratio for you. You have an amazing, blessed day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.